Hey gang, I hope you're out there tonight. I know it's a Friday night. It's not a typical night that I'm doing a live, but I told you guys that I would be popping up this weekend if I could, even though officially, is it really the weekend? I guess it is for some of us. Chipper, I'm hoping you're out there. I'm hoping you're getting your notification right now so you can join. You can see that I've named this live after Chipper, Miscongeniality of the lives that we do here on TikTok. An archive on YouTube under the same name, Artful Roger. So if you're brand new, if you're just finding me for the first time, welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're just getting this live rolling here, waiting for my crew to show up, getting their notifications. Gonna open, well, I have already opened a package tonight that a crew member sent, and I'm hoping that she is going to make it to the live tonight so we can talk about what she'd sent. So give them a chance here for folks to show up. I'm Artful Roger, by the way. Here on TikTok, you can see clearly my name is illuminated behind me. If you're interested in what I do here, what I do with my crew here on lives on TikTok, you can look at my archive on my YouTube channel, which is under the same name, Artful Roger. Just don't forget, if you're searching for me, to put the D in my name because you're not going to find me otherwise. And don't confuse me. Hey, RSA, and don't confuse me with Artful Dodger, the Artful Dodger, which, yes, it is a play on words. Yes, Gay and May, so glad to see you. Garrett, there you are. I knew you guys would get your notifications. I'm so glad. Yes, Terry, welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, I'm sure your time is limited. Mine, of course, is limited as well. I'm really hoping Chipper shows up because I got it packaged today, and I thought it was Tim's stuff, and it is actually from Chipper. So I'm really hoping she's here, and if we don't get a Chipper on our live tonight, we may not be able to talk about what she sent because she sent some stuff and it's for the projects actually that we're working on. So it's really awesome. So I'm pretty excited. Hey, Catherine, welcome. Happy Friday, beginning of the weekend. You know, I know typically I would be somewhere tonight, but I'm here tonight. It's garden season and I'm loving being here, working on stuff. Repotted my, Easter cactus that I told you guys about. That's been repotted. So, hey, Amy, it's good to see you. You don't typically get to do it. Yeah, Lori, yeah. And Amy, I guess it's probably timing, so it's probably good. Yes, yeah, I got my hair mowed. I did. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I think it looks good too. It was time. You know, it's the warm weather mowing that it needed. You know, just like grass needs mowing, my hair needed mowing too. So I appreciate that. Gay and May, hello to you as well. Glad you're here. I'm hoping Chipper arrives tonight. Yeah, because I even named the live Chipper, and she's probably going to miss it because she sent me some stuff. Like I said, she sent. Well, one thing I can go ahead and show you guys that she sent. These are heirloom zinnia seeds from her garden. These she sent to me, hand harvested. I'm sure. Well, absolutely. I'm positive they're hand harvested. They had to be, but in the Ziploc. So I'm super excited about getting these things planted later on in the season. And I'm here in the Atlanta area, so when it comes to planting seeds and things like that, I typically don't do it until after the 1st of April. My parents back in the day would not plant anything until the end of April. I think the 25th was always their cutoff time. So I think the planet, I know it's political, the planet's warmed a little. I was just reading an article about Wisconsin winters that they have very little snow this year and have not had a lot of snow. So I think things are getting a little warmer than they were. So we probably can plant a little sooner. Chipper Doodle. I wish I could touch my phone. Chipper! Yay! You're here. Woo! I'm so glad. I wasn't sure you'd get notification. I figured you already know it's a Friday night. Who knows what Chipper might be out, but you know, having a good time. You never know. I'm glad you're here. You noticed that I named the live Chipper, ! It should be there. I cannot see it from here, but that should be the name of the live. Chipper, your little package arrived today. It did. And I was just showing everybody these, which I absolutely love. You know, I love stuff like this. This is the kind of thing that goes on and on, you know, forever, pretty much. You know, as long as I harvest the seeds next year, I'll continue to have a connection to you. So I'm really in love with that. So since you're here, we can go ahead and talk about it. Hey, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm guessing your name is Birdie BJ. Am I getting that right? At least you have a nickname and you're not a long string of numbers that I have to try to remember. But yes, welcome. And if you're interested in what we're doing here tonight, we have a fun little group of people. You're welcome to follow me and join the lives. So the lives are typically scheduled on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, yes. So back to what Chipper sent. She sent some things. So when I opened the box, Chipper, I want you to prepare yourself. So you might want to sit down because there's a little tiny bit of bad news. So I want you to be prepared. And you probably know by me saying that, you can see the top of the thing you sent right here. So just prepare yourself. But it's in good hands. I can take care of things. So when the box opened, when I went and picked it up from the UPS store, it was jangly and clangly inside. So that was the first sign of, oh no. Exactly, Chipper. Oh no, is what I said. So I was going to open it on the live, and then I thought, I'm going to open this now because I don't want to be surprised during the live of what happened to what's inside. But when I did open it, the first thing I saw was this. Chipper found this at I guess at a secondhand store. Chipper, I think you said junk store. But this little thing is made, it still has a sticker on it, made in West Germany. So you know this thing is prior to 1989. I don't, does anyone else have an idea of what the time period would be for this? I'm guessing 60s, 50s, 60s. It still has the plug on it. It probably has a tiny incandescent bulb in it that I have not found, but it has, let me see, where is my card? I have a focus card for you guys. But when I use the focus card, I can't see it. But let's see if I can do it. Yeah, now you can see it better. Oop, there we go. So you can see it's got flowers on it. It's got the, what is that stuff called? Not riprap. It's called something. I forget. Zigzag. It's got a name like that. Come on, guys. Give me the name. Anyhow, yeah, isn't that really cool? So this little lamp, I'm going to rewire that. I'm going to fix it up so it works. Well, we've got that from her, which was the first thing I saw in the box, which is really cool. Hey, Cosmia. You know, there is a flower, you probably know this already, called Crocosmia. Crocosmia. Look into it. With a name like Cosmia, you might want to have Crocosmia growing in your yard. But yeah, so this was sent. I love this little thing, so we'll rewire it. And she also hand-painted 2 pieces of art to go in the next cabinet piece that we work on. Look at this. Aren't those just adorable? And thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got my hair cut. Oh, it's a type of moth, too. Okay. I wonder if they're related. Crocosmia and hey, Tim. You made it. Tim, your stuff will be here tomorrow, is what I understand. But isn't this awesome what she did? Chipper, what did you say this is called? I think you wrote it in your note. Last year, a little epoxy. So it's an epoxy process she did, and she even has put her initials on the back. I'm not going to flip that around because I think she probably wants to maintain privacy of what her real name is. We call her Chipper here, but now I know she has a real name. I know her real name, and it's not Chipper. These are really awesome, Chipper. Thank you so much for these. I really, really, really appreciate this. This kind of stuff is super sweet, and when it goes into a piece that I create, or in this case, we create, like what we've done with the clock case, this is a forever memory. So you'll always be attached to these things. I just think it's super cute. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love heartfelt things like this. The other thing you did, I'm going to show it just quickly, is you wrote a note right here. I'm holding it to my heart. It's awesome. So, so sweet. Now, here's the not so good news. She also sent this little cloche that she made. I'm guessing, Chipper, you made this, right? And Chipper, I want you to look in there and see what happened. The little chandelier, the chandelier broke, and it's in pieces in the bottom. And it broke the ear of the little 1957 rabbit off. I'm really sorry about that, too. But all of it can be fixed, including some super glue. Daddy on a Friday night. That's right, Nay. Daddy ain't got no life. That's really pretty much how it is. Chipper, fear not. Fear not. We're going to take care of this. This thing is going to stay like this. I'm going to fix this, actually. I know it is sad, but look at the little bunny. The bunny is 1957. So the bunny has absolutely got to be fixed. Now, his or her little piece of ear is down inside there. I can see it. I haven't been able to open it. It looks like it opens from the back, and she's put an LED. I'm guessing, Chipper, that the Christmas tree illuminated, and I'm sorry, the chandelier must have had lights in it of some sort, and all the beads and stuff fell. So it must have been loose. Tragic, but anytime, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to give a tiny, tiny lecture. So prepare yourself, children. Here's where Daddy is going to give a lecture. Whenever you ship anything that moves around inside like that, you have to put some dunnage or packaging in there and hold it steady. I think that's what happened. And it's just because it was loose in transit. And trust me, I've seen how FedEx and the USPS treat packages, in this case gifts. They're thrown. So it's hardcore. Preppy Bear, good evening. Welcome. Yes, Roger the doctor, Mary Dawn will absolutely repair this. And Chipper, it will forever stay in this form. This is how, once I repair it, it's staying this way. I have very little Easter decor when stuff like this. I had some unfortunate childhood trauma related to a chocolate Easter bunny when I was 10 years old. So Easter for a long, long time was very difficult for me emotionally to handle. I could not go down the Easter aisle in stores and they don't pull the Easter stuff out. It just really caused me to get emotional. So I have avoided it. But you sent this precious, cute little piece, and I'm going to actually get this all fixed back up, and it will stay like this because it's a constant reminder, and it will be put out. Well, Easter's coming. Easter's the end of the month, from what I'm understanding. So yeah. So I really appreciate you sending that stuff, heartfelt stuff like this. It's really sweet. So thank you for doing that. So Fanes, yeah, I'm back again. I don't know. I'm home this week. The weather's been beautiful. And I was upstairs. I was drinking a Pepsi. Of course, I was drinking a Pepsi. And I said, I'm going to go downstairs and open the package that I picked up. Yes, it really is, Catherine. This is super sweet. And she even built, look at the little Christmas tree in there. And Chipper, am I looking at, it looks like you may have glued that. It doesn't look like Tim's technique. It looks like it's different things glued together, perhaps, is what it looks like. But see if you guys can see that. Super cute. There's a little book in there. You can't see it because the chandelier has been a pile on the floor. So there's probably other details in there that I'll be excavating and digging out to expose. But yeah, love it. Turn it on. Okay. Well, I love turning things on. So let me see. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is the tree. Okay. Chipper, breathe through a bag. Look at that. Oh, and some of your art is on the wall. Now I can see it. That's more of your epoxy stuff, right? Yeah, I love that it's Easter's themed. That is really cute. So guess what? That means I'm going to have to build an Easter-themed clock cabinet myself. Yeah. Just really, really something. Oh, and there's another book in there. See, I couldn't see it. Chipper. Wuthering Heights. Why did you choose? You chose one of my favorite novels. That is just crazy. I love the story of Heathcliff. I can certainly relate to nasty old Heathcliff. Wow. That's really cool. Really cool. Oh, wow. So yeah, here I am on a live getting misty-eyed. I really appreciate this. That's all I can say. I'm really touched by it. I thank you for that. I really do. Yes, Chipper, wonderful, fantastic job for sure. So SCW, you do too. Yes. The book is awesome, but the best performance I've ever seen was the one with Juliette. Is it Juliette Binoche? Is that her name? Who did it with Ralph Fiennes back in the 90s maybe? I think that Ralph Fiennes' Heathcliff is the best Heathcliff I've ever seen performed. He really understood the assignment. He really did. Yeah, Chipper, I am too. As soon as I heard the clanking, I thought, oh my goodness. And when I opened it, I wasn't sure because I hadn't seen it. So I was looking at it thinking, what am I looking at? And it took me a minute because I could see the wires up here at the top. And it looks like, well, there's an LED up there. I don't know what you did. Did the chandelier have lights in it? Maybe it didn't. It looks like it was just some pieces of jewelry hanging, perhaps. So, yeah. I'm guessing. So it wasn't an illuminated chandelier. Fanes, thank you for the vote of confidence. You're absolutely right. I will fix it. I don't know, Tim. Have you You've seen them both then, I'm guessing. You've seen Ralph Fiennes play Heathcliff. You've seen it. I think because it's more modernized, and I think that Ralph Fiennes, he just, he's the kind of person at that point in his career where he was in life, he was the attractive, repulsive at the same time, which I think got the idea of Heathcliff. And what else there's another performance. It's the 2019 version of A Christmas Carol that has, oh my gosh. Can anybody help me out here? It was the one they did. It's the Peaky Blinders people did it. And I cannot remember the actor's name. I'm terrible with names like that. But that 2019 version of Christmas Carol is the same thing. Ebenezer Scrooge is played by an actor who is attractive, and yet you really see Ebenezer from a different place because they always play Scrooge. Scrooge is always played by a really old, twisted, person, or a character, and this one was not. He was more of a modern, it wasn't a modernized version, it was period, but it was a more modern approach to it in the way he did it. So it was also the same way. The new version, yes. You have not seen it. You love both, yes. Yes, you need to see it. You should watch it, and then we'll get back together. We'll regroup. And Tim, you and I are cut from the same cloth, so I have a feeling somewhere that you're gonna go along with it. Stuart. Still not Stuart. The person I'm thinking of for the new Christmas Carol he was in Memento in the 90s. It was a movie he did. He's Australian. I'm completely blanked out on it. Anyway, I don't know. Can't remember. Cannot remember. You will love it. Yes, you will. Yes, I cannot wait to see the wreath from Tim either. It has not arrived. It'll be here tomorrow, which means that more than likely, let me turn this thing off. What was this before, Chipper? Was this a clock? He was in Priscilla. You know who I'm talking about then. Yes. Yes, he was. No. Guy Pearce, thank you so much. Tim, I don't know, Tim. You scare me sometimes. You really do. You're too connected. So Guy Pearce. Yeah, Guy Pearce plays Ebenezer Scrooge. The first time I watched it, the part where he flashes back to where he's a kid and he has a character in a book. It's Alibaba from a book as a kid. I cried. I really was so torn by it. It just was I've never seen it. It's just so interesting the way they did Christmas Carol. It just really, really hits home. You really do get it in a way that I've never gotten it before. I love it, actually. There's 3 versions I watch. I watched the musical from 1971 first, every Christmas. I watched the George C. Scott version from 1984, and I watched the 2019 version since 2019. I added that one on. So those are the 3 I watch every year. So it was a block, and I attached the box to the clock case. Got it. It's really, really awesome. It really is. I love it. And you adorned it with these pieces. I'm guessing you glued these pieces on here. You added the bits of adornment. Because there's this piece here, Chipper, that came off of it. And I don't know. I'll have to figure out where this goes. But yeah, this piece came off too. This was in the box. So I'm not sure where that was. Yeah, George C. Scott. Okay. That version of A Christmas Carol, the actor who plays Marley, when Marley comes back in the very beginning of the story, there's no actor I've ever seen that has captured the spirit of Marley as much as that actor gets it. You really understand why he's there to help redeem Scrooge. You really do. I thought we were buying these. Oh, you thought I was selling. No, this is not TikTok Shop. No, nothing's for sale here. This is just us having a good time. Stephen Graham. All right, if you're talking about the 2019, we're talking about Guy Pearce. Okay, good. Chipper, thank you. So Chipper, all these pieces I'm going to use. I'm putting them over here to the side. I put your little lamp right next to Judine. They're all standing there together. And for those of you who are here and don't know what we're talking about, this is Judine. So your little lamp is right next to it right now. We'll figure out how to use all this stuff soon. I think the lamp you sent will look good in an Easter-themed piece. But yeah, once again, this is the piece that we've been working on, guys. You can take a peek. We're just waiting again on the wreath to get here so that we can finish it up and get on with the next one. I haven't received the next one yet. It hasn't happened yet. So I told you guys my sister does not. She's not on TikTok, but thank you, Amy. Yeah, that's right, you haven't seen it. This thing, yeah, this is an old clock cabinet, as you can tell, and we have all been working together to build this. This crew, this group of people that you're seeing here in the live, and a few people are missing tonight, we started with this cabinet, or this case. It was nothing. It was dirty, it was old, it was a piece of, we'd say something, a junk, basically, is what it looked like. The columns were not, they were black, it wasn't pretty, it didn't have feet on it, and we did not have a concept, and together we came up with this kind of Great Gatsby theme. And Tim in our live built the Christmas tree for us. We've got a mirrored side, a marbled floor, gifts, a dog, artwork, a chandelier. All of this happened in a series of lives on here that we did together. And you can see it's even signed Artful Roger and Crew. And I want to tell you that Chipper Doodle signed all of her stuff with her name as well. And we're not going to give your name away, Chipper, because I had to look at it twice. I'm like, okay, I know that Chipper said she was sending something. That has to be Chipper. So now I know your name, which is awesome. Yeah, the window turned out great. So this is what we do. So we built this one. The one behind me up here we built, which has a little girl in it. This is more of a rustic house scene up here. It's not as elegant as this one, but we've done two of these, and we're probably going to do a third in the next little bit, which right now we don't have a concept, but we might be getting close to having a concept because we have a pink Christmas tree. So we've got to figure out, kind of how we're going to do that. But yeah, this is what we do here in these lives right now in the studio. It's kind of still Christmas, even though it's March, but this might go on for another month or two before we're done. Yeah. MCM, I know what it means. So yeah, fun times here in the live. So yeah, I encourage you guys, if you are new here, tonight is kind of, typically the lives go on for a couple of hours. These lives have been super short because we're at a place where we're kind of waiting for some stuff to get here. So they're shorter than usual, but please follow me and show up for these lives and set yourself up for notifications. And you can take part in this because it is really a group effort that we're working on. Atomic Mid-Century would be cool. That's what one of my friends told me to do in my three-dimensional world. But how would you do mid-century modern in something so traditional and Victorianish, like a case like this? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out mid-century modern inside that, because I think wouldn't it need to be more of a mid-century modern case on the outside, or no? Steampunk, yes. And I'm a steampunk artist. Quipo. I'm sorry, not sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, a kitchen scene would be good too. Yes, I do steampunk assemblage art, and it's illuminated art. And I'm trying to think. Well, I don't have one of them close here tonight. Yeah, because I'm not showing it. But I worked under the name Bencliffe, Benclif. So if you Google it, you might be able to see some of my pieces on there. I did that for about 8 years full time, so been a while. A 50s clock radio, retired. Okay, you flipped the switch on that RSA. All right, I'm with you now. Yeah, I did a steampunk piece once with an old radio where it had two speakers and one speaker was blown out. So I Bluetooth radioed the one side so you could hook up your phone and play music out one side of it, and the other side I built a steampunk illuminated assemblage piece in a bunch of tubes and stuff. It looked like that's what was making the music come out. So it's really kind of cool. An old TV would be good, but it would be huge. That's the thing, it would just be a really big project. I really like these little things. I love working in this tiny space. It seems, I don't know what it is. I think the intimacy of the space. So I'm loving an old radio cabinet. Would be really cool. Yeah, because I can find a radio shell. I see those out all the time. They don't work, and I've worked on those for years. I used to turn them, like I said, into Bluetooth radios. So that would be really awesome. That's a good idea. So Quipo, I know I'm butchering that. Is there a pronunciation for your nickname? Can you give it to me phonetically so I don't mispronounce you? Oh, product on the shelf. Yes, I can. Kathy, those of you, this is where the rest of my crew rolls their eyes. It's like, oh no, please, don't show it again. You're talking about these right here? Yeah, these are my Christmas cloches. Crew. bear with me just a moment. You know I have to show it, okay, guys? So be calm. Get out your plastic bag and breathe into it. I'm going to bring this thing forward so you can see it. I'm going to plug in some power here so you can get up nice and close. But yeah, here you go. So big old handmade crystal chandelier, literal crystal, with these 1950s, 1960s little spun cotton figures. It's got a, little house all the way around. Vivi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, this is this is kind of how it all started. I've done a lot of steampunk stuff under glass, similar to this, under domes. But I've been doing these since 2009. I would just build one of these at Christmas. You can see kind of how it looks on the outside. So I would build one of these every Christmas. And so once I put them on TikTok, well, then there were more people interested. So since I've gotten this crew together and these folks that are on here, I have this group. And now thank you, James. James, you're back with your incredible physique. We as a group have been doing this stuff, and now I'm still here. This is over for me in my real life. In the past, from 2009 until this year, this stuff was over and done. When Christmas, it was finished. I mean, by New Year's, I was done with it. Everything was put away. It was in the closet. I never saw this stuff again. But because of you guys, here it is in the middle of March, and I'm still at a Christmas tree down here. I mean, this is still going on. But yeah. That chandelier is awesome, is it not? Yes, that is made by two artists in Illinois. They're a married couple, a man and a wife, a man and a woman, and they do this together. And that chandelier, yes, isn't that a work of art? It's just so insane. I just love it so much. But this is made out, like I said, it's made out of foam core, LEDs, nano LEDs, and different kinds of stuff. That's got a lot of dust on it from being down here. From all the work, yes. The chandelier, I forget. I'd have to go and look on my, I'd have to look on my phone, which is on a tripod, but to see what their names are. But they're in Illinois. I found them online. I just Googled handmade dollhouse chandelier, and that's how I found them. But yeah, so this is one of them, and I'll show you the other one since we're all here. And there's actually more than this. These are just the ones that I have down here. This one is, they're all different, they're all themed differently. You see this one's got a different kind of glass top on it. This is a triple cake topper from Ballard Designs. That's where the glass came from. So there's that. This one has a 12 light brass chandelier in it. The little piano player back there is one of those wooden ornaments from the 1980s. The piano is a wooden ornament, and the little Santa Claus's legs were broken off, and I had him in my little box of junk. And I put him onto a little chair, and he looked like he was playing the piano, so I just put him there. So there he is, doing his thing. Fireplace with flickering LEDs. Julie, I do not sell these. Yeah, I have not. I've sold lots of my steampunk creations, but not these. These, like for instance, here's a great example. Chipper sent me her piece that the chandelier piece was loose, and it banged around and broke. You can see that chandelier's moving. So if I were to ship that, I'd have to pack this thing with some sort of dunnage or paper called dunnage into there to keep the chandelier steady to ship it. And I would be too afraid that it would arrive broken. Yeah. So here's the outside. They're usually similar. That is scale brick, that's used on the outside. It's kind of it's a embossed paper. Yeah, I would sell them in person. If I did it here in Atlanta, that's how I would do it. But yeah. So yeah, you love that fireplace. Yeah, I love how the flickering stuff looks. Those are LEDs, but that's tissue paper actually in there, and it's tissue paper. When people give me gifts, I keep all the tissue paper, and the orange especially, so I just chop it up with a pair of scissors and glue it in there with a glue gun, and you get a kind of a fire look. So yeah. You would come to Atlanta for one, yeah. The issue with these things that's hard about pricing at something like this is that it's the time involved in it for one, but even more so, the lighting is what makes it. So if you look at this, that chandelier is pretty amazing. The chandeliers can run anywhere from $150 to $300. The crystal piece was a $300 chandelier hanging in there. So when you think about, would someone pay in excess of $300 for something like this? I have my doubts, although I sold my pieces for several thousand, but that was for my, that was for steampunk, which is a whole different animal than this. This kind of has a really sweet, crafty look to it, and you would put this out at Christmas, just for a few weeks. My steampunk stuff actually went into people's decor or went into a restaurant or somewhere like that, so it was a whole different story. You say you would. Okay. Chipper Doodle. Yes, you're talking to Chipper there, Amy. Yeah, Chipper's Miss Congeniality of the group. And then Tim is the creative brains. Right, Tim? Because Tim has had such an impact on this latest clock cabinet case that we worked on. Just really pretty amazing. And I have to give him the credit because, when we showed that empty case way back, it was Tim who said, I think he's the one that came up with the idea of doing it like 1920s kind of a theme. So, love it. Yeah. I probably so, Mermaid. That could be true. Yes. Tim. Take it in, my friend. Just own it. Yes. And Chippers, you're an introvert. That is amazing. That is amazing you're an introvert. Because you're the standout. Gay and May, the RSA, I'm sorry. Yeah, this thing right here, we walked through the process of doing this with the foam core. So I think this is something you guys could do. And Chipper, you made that other one. So come on. I know, right, RSA? You're right to say, excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. So anywho, and Lori, let's not forget Lori. Guys, I seriously, it's a great group. See? Yeah, Tim's Christmas tree that he sent, the beaded tree, just took a slight tumble, and you would not believe the amount of glitter that came off of it. It's pretty amazing. Jody, welcome. Jody's unexpected live tonight. Here I am doing a live on Friday night when most people are out doing something like going to dinner or, whatever. I don't know if people still go to movies or not. I don't know if people do that or not. So I want to tell you, my sister, I don't know if I finished that thought. My sister watches these on YouTube. She's not on TikTok. But she told me that this particular one is the absolute best one. She said of all, she's seen the literal thousands of things like this I've created. She said, this is the best one I've ever made. She absolutely loves this thing, loves it. She asked me to please, if the wreath was too big, don't cover up the lattice window because she thinks the window is what makes it, and she really doesn't want that window to be obscured. And I told her that Tim said that if it doesn't work on the inside, that we can hang it on the outside. So we may end up doing that, yes. So she does love it. Yeah, she really does. And my sister, she's pretty creative. So Vivi, you do agree? Yes, absolutely. The window is beautiful. And I remember when I found the window, I was going to put an arch window in the back, and then I found this thing on eBay. It's a laser cut wooden window. And when I found it, I was like, holy moly, that's so perfect. When I just held it up when it wasn't yet painted. But yeah, it just really makes it. And it's a fantasy piece. She even called out the artwork. She said, you really hit a home run with the art with the roses in it. And again, that's just something I cut out of a catalog. That was just a piece of paper that you would throw away into the recycling bin. Came in the mail. I slid that thing around and I said, that's perfect, cut it out. All done. Yeah. And the wallpaper too. See, that's the thing. Little B, you were here for that. I think a lot of you guys that are on here now were part of this as we made those selections. We handpicked every single piece of this as we went along. So thank you for that. It's just such fun. I really do enjoy it. Yeah, you did. So you did think it was going to be a Tudor-looking thing. Yeah, it is. That is a Tudor style. That the lattice window absolutely is. But it really worked in there. It just came to life. It looks upscale. It looks like she's in like a ballroom. And I love how she's holding the dress because it looks like she's running up to the tree. And there's that pile of Christmas gifts there. I'm hoping the bulldog, I'm really thinking I'm going to love the blue and white bulldog, but we'll wait and see. Because the Scotty, even my sister said, she said the Scotty's almost perfect. So we'll see. We'll do the best thing. Terry, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you being here. It's Friday night. Go out and do something fun. I hope the weekend's fabulous. Yeah, that's right. That's what she's saying, RSA. All this for me? And the dog's like, of course it is, you. And I'm sure the dog used an expletive there. The Scotty is really pretty great. He really is. And even Tim agrees. When we put the Scotty in there, I think it was, as soon as I set the Scotty in there, I knew it was right. And it's like the night that we worked with, you guys weren't here for this, but I had Judine and Chevrine. This is Chevrine and Judine, the sisters of Julene, who's in there. But when I put all of them in there, the blue one, absolutely, as soon as I set it in there was nothing else in the box except the wallpaper we had picked out. I knew as soon as I set her in there that she was the right one. The blue is just perfect. I mean, this is a dream. It really is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Julene. I don't know. I can't remember who named these. I know RSA named her. And I can't remember who named Chevrine. And it may have been someone who just visited. Yeah, she has the janky makeup. That's right. It's whatever happened to baby Judine. That's who this is. You can see her makeup is atrocious. The poor thing. Poor thing. She's got a pretty face. It's just she put her makeup in the wrong place. You know, it makes all the difference. Yeah, they are flying for sure. That's my girl, exactly. That's a good pinned comment. This is retired Smart Alex girl right here. Absolutely. Janky makeup be damned. I still love her. Absolutely. We do love her. And then Chevrine's like, what about me? Everybody likes how she holds her dress. She definitely has attitude, though. Look at her. She's got her head back. She's holding the dress out like, look at me. My dress is prettier. She's going, I think I'm standing up straight, and yet she's not. Yes. So those are your girls. Love my convertible. Great to have you here. Thank you for stopping in. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your evening. I hope it's great. So Little B, which you like? You like the green dress. I'm sure everybody likes this. Yeah. Yeah, she's really great. Yeah, they've all been hitting the G&Ts. They absolutely have. Yeah, I told you the other night, though, I think that this one started with gin and tonic and then moved on to something else. I think she just didn't know. And the 2 glasses of red wine she should have never had. And you don't ever do this when you're flying, because she was on a plane when she did it. That's dangerous. Yeah, this one's giving sass for sure. Sarah, my goodness, woman, get your butt back to work. Missed so much for so many reasons. Yes, but yeah, she's pretty sassy. And she's going to be great in a piece. I think she's going to be the next one to go in. I don't know about Judine. I'm really not sure about her. I mean, she's going to get somewhere, but hers is going to have to be comedy, I think. We're going to do something comical for her. Maybe she's in a bar scene. That's what we could do, is a clock case bar scene, and she could be in there, you know? Like trying to get another drink when she's been overserved and she's just begging for that next drink. Or we have it where we can turn all the lights on like it's time to go. I don't know. We'll work it out. This is going off the rails. But yeah. But thank you guys for all your help with this. This thing is insanely beautiful. It really is. It looks so good. And the next case that's coming in is the saddest clock case I've ever worked with. That one was the saddest clock case. And now the next one's coming is super, super sad. All right. Since we're here, and I don't know how long I've been out here, for a few minutes, would you guys like to look at the little girl one more time in the other clock case since you don't get to look at it? I'm waiting for anyone to say yes. Oh, the clock is long gone. I don't know where the clock went. I have no idea. I don't buy clocks. I buy clock cases, so I don't know. Somebody else took the clock out. But yes, so this was an empty clock case. Good. We're going to show the next. I'm going to show you the other one because we've got to look in there again because it's super cute. On one of these lives, I'm going to end up dropping one of these, and you guys are going to get to watch me do it. So this one is a different theme. This one is a little girl's Christmas, not a big girl's Christmas. Let's see if I can see that. Yeah, you can see in there. It's hard to kind of get that thing arranged. I can't see it. I think you guys can. There we go. So the little girl in there with her gift at her feet, the wooden floor, grandfather's clock, Christmas tree. It's a super sweet scene. Yeah, with the little kitten on the back there. Lots of color in this one. Every time I show this and every time I look at it, I just am in love with that wooden floor in there, made out of popsicle sticks or coffee stirrers. Just really pretty amazing. Yeah. A completely different experience in here than the one that Julene is having. So, woo, that was a workout. Got to do some stretches now after holding that thing up for a while. Yeah, this is super cool. This is just super cute. And again, you guys participated in this all the way. But yeah, at night though, if you were to see this in a darkened room, that's when the magic happens, because it looks like when you have it somewhere and the room is dark, it looks like a TV or a phone that's lit up. It looks like a video or something. You want to go to it and look in it. That's how warm and wonderful looking it is inside. It really is. Yeah, her name is Julene with a U, by the way. There it is. Tim the Doughboy spelled it. Just so everybody knows, because Julene's super sensitive about her being Jolene in the song by Dolly Parton. She wants everybody to know that her name is Julene, not Jolene. She's not that girl. But yeah, it could be that, let's say this. Perhaps this was Julene's Christmas when she was a little girl back on the farm. Or she was at her grandma's house here. She grew up to become Julene. And now she lives in her grand, wonderful, Great Gatsby home. So perhaps we can have that story and they all go together. Thank you, Amy. Julene thanks you for spelling her name correctly. She's super sensitive about that Jolene reference because of, Dolly Parton made a song about it and really did mess her up. So she's tried hard. It's Friday night, guys, and the only thing I've been drinking is Pepsi. I swear. That's the only thing I drink. I am completely into this zero sugar Pepsi. That's right, Julene. I don't know if Julene took anybody's man. I'm thinking that Julene might be single. She could be. Yes. Yeah, the sisters, I think that's what we're doing next, is we're going to build for the sisters for sure. We absolutely are going to do that. All right. Well, we've had a fun time. It's been just a quick drop in. I really wanted to make this live to be really about Chipper more than anything else. I wanted Chipper to feel the love. I wanted her introverted self to feel enveloped in love and appreciation. Yeah, that's interesting, Alabama. That's interesting to allow viewers to bid on it. Yeah. But then I end up with shipping it, or somebody's going to have to come to Atlanta to get it, because I swear I don't think they're going to make it through any kind of shipping. There's no way that FedEx is going to handle this thing nicely. That's for sure. Yeah. Chipper, I hope that you do have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you did feel the love tonight. I hope you did. I hope you all have a great weekend, and if I get Tim's box, I'll probably drop back in again, okay? Yes, Amy, my pleasure. Guys, take care of yourself, and if Tim's box gets here, I'll pop in again. See you later.